Horizontal hostility and the failure of unionization has become a massive problem across the world. We'll go now to our team to discuss the issue.
After the Soviet Union fell in 1991, trade unions became centralized into the FNPR, and unionization is now almost entirely state-run. Strikes must be proved to be legal, which they almost never are, and things like changing wages are not even considered.
Russia has made significant strides lately in the use of independent trade unions, which are legal but are much less socially accepted. The independent unions have a far greater power to strike and demand high wages by not being state-run, but are far less socially acceptable because so much of the workforce belongs to the state unions. This clash is where we see a great amount of horizontal hostility because these two models of unionizations have to compete with each other and the state.
Since the 1950s, the U.S. has had a difficult time finding support for a labor movement due to the West's hostility towards communist ideas of workers uniting together, and this can be seen in McCarthyism.
Even though unions have more of an ability in the U.S. to make demands of owners, many U.S. trade workers feel those social and historical forces pushing them away from that option.
Independent unions do have strong support, but a great amount of Americans don't support and won't participate in unionization.
While some feel that unions are the best way to demand higher wages and better treatment, others feel frustrated with unions, possibly feeling a greater responsibility for their own success and that through their hard work can rise above their peers.
Capitalism in the U.S. shapes how people see their workplace.
Workers may feel that the success of their company will lead to their personal success, so they align their interests with the owners rather than that of their fellow workers.
The effects of Cold War politics have left significant impacts on the way the working classes of the two former superpowers unify to attain higher wages and better treatment.
Individualistic culture in the U.S. and a greater tendency to put other groups down rather than unite has led to much of the horizontal hostility here.
In Russia, the highly populated state-run unions compete with independent unions, and neither have very much power.